For more on the ongoing situation in Somalia and the Horn of Africa region, we're now joined by Ezana Kassa, the head of program for the UN's Food and Agriculture Organization in Somalia. Ezana, thank you for joining us. These are obviously grim statistics. What's the situation in Somalia and the wider Horn of Africa region?
Thank you for having me. Somalia and the Horn of Africa are already facing a severe drought crisis. Much of Somalia is now experiencing extreme drought conditions with worsening food security situation. This unfolding crisis and economic fallout from COVID-19 have already led to historic price spikes of imported goods in Somalia, for example, with food prices increasing up to 140 to 160%. Which puts real pressure on vulnerable Somali families. With the crisis in Ukraine as well, we know that this will affect global food price, and the rising cost of stable food, fuel, and other global commodities will hit already struggling families who have a reduced ability to cope due to the drought. As a FAO, we are assisting rural families with emergency life-saving assistance to cushion them from the worst of those shocks. We are also providing livelihood assistance to safeguard food production and conducting a nationwide livestock treatment in Somalia to help protect those rural households.
Ezana, concerns of food shortages and a sharp rise in food prices have also been reported in West, North and East Africa. What is the FAO's assessment of this situation?
Yeah, a food crisis is looming, and the risks are particularly acute for Africa. The already high food costs could surge by 8 to 22% as the war in Ukraine stifles trade and cut future production. FAO simulation suggests that the global number of undernourished people could increase by 8 to 13 million people in 2022 and 2023, with the most pronounced increase taking place in Asia Pacific and sub-Saharan Africa. Better production is needed now more than ever to ease the repercussions on African countries. It's also important to securing food production right where it is most needed. For example, innovative solutions are needed to increase wheat production and to improve post-harvest storage and avert potential food shortage. Just want to mention that those challenges are part of the agenda of the 32nd session of the Regional Conference for Africa, launching in Equatorial Guinea next week. It will be the first time African agriculture ministers have come together since the start of the Ukraine conflict. High on the agenda is discussing how African agri-food system can be transformed to better serve the people of Africa and be strengthened against external shocks, which are happening frequently.